Today is January 6, 2018. But since we have a spy and stuff right there and stuff that just, want to fuck up people ahead of time that just didn't care a certain type of way, I meant to say this to my caretakers, right? If other men, and this is really for my caretakers and international security. Now, if other men that is not supposed to be having sex or making love on my planet, my social habitation, and then they rape a girl, or they try to rape their mother or their spiritual guardian and guide, and they say they commit kabuki. That's if they're of gold anatomy. Not me is different. I would never do this too. But if they're of gold anatomy, white intensity of anatomy of a jewel stone and element, and remember we're in 2021 right now, January 6, 2021. So this is the year of refinement, reflection, and jewel stone and element. Now, if they're of a jewel stone and element, and then they rape a girl and try to commit kabuki, what type of children are they having in their mentalities of their rearrangement, of their recondition, and what could them children possibly cause? Could those children, not children, but those kids, could those kids possibly cause the end of the world? And then you think about the depth of reality of conduct through a mythology filter, open magical door, or somebody that just comes in within the atmosphere as a star being that did martial arts and now think about it on a level of physics, that did martial arts and did the reality of an individual in a paradigm of time. Then also me, myself, the social parent of all that did martial arts, and then educating regardment, international security, my wives, and then we put things away before and all type of situation. What type of, and on top of it, another person disrespecting their parent and their elder, what type of person would that person be in the physical reality if they have kids? Now, what type of mentality would that kid that they have grow up having in that conduct? Because if they were a savage or a cannibal and chewed up on a kid, what is it, the refinement conduct, or if it's just a conduct of that personal ignorance at a certain point, and then their malicious activity of the sexual activity to get it into even the cycle of existence? What type of conduct of the mentality would that kid have? Now, I would think that kid would be causing the end of the world. So that means that kid would have to go to that person's planet, that star being's planet, and be over there. It couldn't even come around me because I'm rekindling my relationship. It can't end my marriage. Another person wanted to end my marriage. If I'm rekindling my relationship, I can't be with that person. So why would that person even be in my social habitation? And why would it even gaze upon any form of international security at the time if it already has a mentality of ending the world? That's a scary situation. That's like a nightmare to international security, what I just told you. It's just like, you see why I opened the mythology filter to have my daughters at a level? If a person had to repair their leg, they can't go south to their foundation. They got to go further up. And then there's ways to repair the link to their nervous system. It's just like if I want to repair my wife, that's the compressor, or anybody, it has to be intimate. And on top of it, I will always keep going and never. And a person that would want me to stop, they're gonna be stopped. So I'm gonna be real with you. Now, for me to even repair my wife, I would have to literally pressure her situation for it could solidify a situation. Another person, if they're my child, the star being, they need to stretch their situation if their nerves and limbs was fucked up, so the situation could mold a certain type of way and stretch. My wife can't have nobody knowing her secrecy. It have to be me to pressure her situation and fix it, even at another point of enlightenment that nothing's wrong with, just for her. And I'm the only one that could do this, Ralph Lane Jr., the one that's speaking on the YouTube right now. So now, to any other person, but too bad for everybody else. But as I was saying to international security, how scary is it for a person that had rape conduct or made children or a certain type of way through time, or not children, they had rape conduct and made kids, and those kids can't learn kung fu, they learn karate. They don't learn kung fu, they have to learn karate. It's called karate. So now I'm gonna be real with you. Now, if those kids end up growing up, their mentality can easily switch to causing the end of the world because that's what they were made out of. It wasn't made out of love. It was a manipulation of lies a person told another person just to be able to get a form of pleasure or a form of power at the time. So it was never made out of love. The original children were made out of love. So now I'm just gonna tell you just like this, and then on top of it, the time wasted between those times of my social recovery for 40 years and me being head of all social star charts, the time wasted with them coming out of somebody else on my planet of me and my wife, and then coming out of another man, that's the end of the world right there. There's no reason for international security. There's no reason for revenue and finance with those type of people that did that. They shouldn't need, international security should have chased them down and killed them a long time ago if they wanted to do that. Just even thinking about laying in bed with a chick, they should have been killed a long time ago. Or certain children that was put away shouldn't even been woken up. It's just like, if I made China and I made original China, listen to this, if I made original China, I put it somewhere. If somebody touch it, that means they're gonna fuck it up because they don't care about it because I'm the one that originally made it. So I know the reason of the value of the ethics of the work making it. So if somebody else touch it, they're fucking it up automatically. It's just like a person finding putty and trying to make something, or a person finding cement and trying to form cement. It was originally on my planet. I originally made it. So any planet, all planets, all moons, I'm the one that originally made it. So another person touching is just fucking up. It's just like it's just trying to form something that's gonna waste time. That for nothing. Everybody, every child and every star being fears that type of shit like that. A person is wasting time for nothing. So through the time, if I put something somewhere and somebody else touch it, they don't really care about it. They're gonna look at it at a time and they could throw it away. Don't give a fuck, whatever. A person has, it's psychotic when a person has to learn to care about something they don't even give a fuck about. Because how did they get the revenue on a level to touch it or be around something they wouldn't even really give a fuck about? That means the person that's supposed to care, me, myself, what happened, that means you have to find a manipulation who try to fuck up the finances and the revenue of me caring about what I'm supposed to care about. And if I have a child, or is there a kid somewhere that doesn't want me to care for my wife, that's a poison already to international security. What is international security? Because other people are going to ask you and trying to find out, are you some gangs? Or are you just real reasons of social equality? Or are you gangs? You have to answer that question, because real things can happen once I find out the answer to that question. Because if you're a gang, I'm going to treat you like a gang. And if you try to lie about it, I'm guarantee you I'm going to collapse this whole fucking planet. So I'm just letting you know, either way, me or my wife is going to do it. So I need to know for a fact, literally. So I'm just going to be real with you, if there's another type of situation going on, and I told you got by 2022, going on 2023, because if you fuck up the reason of obligation of the Earth's orbit and rotation, I'm going to collapse the planet. Not even your fucking cement truck can be able to stop me. I'm going to fucking drop this. You think I'm joking? Watch. Yo, listen, homie, let me just tell you. So all the time being wasted with other individuals, 40 years of me socially recovering and other men doing things with their fucked up mentality, with their false emotions to my wife, what you think is gonna happen? That's something that's gonna kill my wife anyway. That situation is gonna make my wife feel like it doesn't even care about herself. She shouldn't even care about herself. That's how she already gonna be feeling moving towards her soulmate. And once that happens, you're in danger. Too bad for you. Bye-bye.